Stop. Do not flush that toilet again. If you do, you are going to make a $5 problem into a $500 disaster. I am Kitchen Shine Master. My grandfather was a janitor. My father was a janitor. I have spent my entire life fixing the messes other people made. And let me tell you, nothing scares a homeowner more than rising water in the bowl. It is gross, it is stressful, and most of you are fixing it wrong. You are grabbing that plastic plunger and pushing air around, or you are pouring boiling water down the pipe and cracking your porcelain. Today, I am going to show you exactly how to clear a blocked toilet drain. Not with magic tricks, not with expensive chemicals that eat your pipes, but with the actual mechanical force and chemical breakdown methods that professional plumbers use before they even think about pulling out the big snakes. If your toilet is draining slow, gurgling, or completely stopped, this video will save your bathroom floor. Stay with me. We are doing this right. Intro and problem identification. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, I teach you how to clean and maintain your home like a pro without the fluff. I am a third-generation janitor. I don't guess, I know what works because I have seen what fails thousands of times. Let's talk about the problem. You push the handle, the water rises. It does not go down. Or maybe it goes down, but painfully slow, leaving a weird ring of debris behind. This is a drainage blockage. It is not just clogged. A clog implies something is stuck right at the trap. A drainage blockage can be deeper. It can be in the main line. But 90% of the time, when you call me for a residential job, the issue is localized to the toilet itself or the immediate branch line. Here is the mistake most people make. They panic. They keep flushing to push it through. That is the worst thing you can do. Every time you flush, you add 7 liters of water to a system that has nowhere to go. Eventually, that water has to come up, and it will come up over the rim, onto your tile, into your subfloor, and into your ceiling below. That is how you get mold. That is how you get rot. That is how you lose your security deposit. So, step 1 is always stop adding water. If the bowl is full, do not flush. If you accidentally flushed and the water is rising, take the lid off the tank and push the flapper down to stop the flow, or turn off the water supply valve behind the toilet. Breathe. We are going to fix this. But first, you need to understand why it happened, because if you do not know the cause, you will just clog it again next week. The reason why toilets block. Toilets are not trash cans. I say this to every client I visit. A toilet is designed to move 2 things: human waste and toilet paper. That's it. Everything else is a foreign object that does not belong in the pipe. The number 1 reason for blockages is what I call the paper ball effect. People use too much toilet paper, or they use the wrong kind. Thick, plush, luxury toilet paper looks nice in the package, but it does not break down quickly in water. It clumps. When you flush a large wad of it, it hits the S-trap, that curved pipe behind the toilet, and it sticks. Then the next flush adds more paper to the stick. Within days, you have a solid mass that water cannot push through. The second reason is non-flushable items. Wipes. Even if the package says flushable, it is a lie. I have pulled wipes out of main sewer lines 3 blocks away from the house. They do not disintegrate. They act like a net. They catch hair, grease, and paper, creating a massive blockage deep in your system. Feminine hygiene products, cotton swabs, dental floss, these are all anchors. They grab onto the rough interior of old cast iron pipes or the joints in PVC pipes and start the clog. The third reason, which is less common but harder to fix, is mineral buildup. If you live in an area with hard water, calcium and magnesium deposits build up inside the rim holes and the trapway. Over 10 or 20 years, this narrows the pipe. A pipe that should be 3 inches wide might only be 2 inches wide. Now even normal amounts of paper can get stuck because there is no room for the water to rush past it. And finally, tree roots. If your toilet backs up every time you run the washing machine or flush the shower, the problem is not in the toilet. The problem is in your main sewer line outside. Tree roots seek water. They find tiny cracks in your outdoor pipes and grow inside them, filling the pipe with a hairy mesh that catches everything. If you suspect this, no amount of plunging will help. You need a plumber with a camera. But for today, we are assuming the blockage is in the toilet or the immediate branch line. The solution: step-by-step clearance. Now let's fix it. I'm going to give you 3 methods ranked from easiest to most aggressive. Do not skip steps. Do not jump to method 3 if method 1 works. We want to solve this with the least amount of effort and risk. Method 1. The proper plunge technique. Most people own a cup plunger. That's the red rubber one with a flat bottom. That is for sinks. It does not work on toilets. For a toilet, you need a flange plunger. It has an extra flap of rubber extending from the bottom. This flap fits into the toilet drain hole, creating a seal. If you do not have a flange plunger, go buy one. They cost $10. It is the best investment you will make for your bathroom. Here's how you use it. Most people plunge wrong. They just push up and down fast. That creates splashing, not pressure. You need suction. First, ensure there is enough water in the bowl to cover the head of the plunger. If the bowl is empty, add water from a bucket. If the bowl is overflowing, bail some water out into a bucket until it's manageable. You need water to transmit the force. Air compresses, water does not. Place the plunger over the drain hole. Make sure the flange is inside the hole. Push down gently at first to get the air out. You want a tight seal. Once sealed, pull up sharply. Then push down firmly. The power is in the pull, not just the push. You're trying to dislodge the clog by changing the pressure rapidly. Do this 10 to 15 times. Keep the seal tight. Do not break the surface of the water with the plunger head. After 15 pumps, pull the plunger away quickly. If the water drains, you won. If it does not, repeat the process. Do not give up after 2 tries. It often takes 3 or 4 sets of 15 pumps to break up a paper clog. Method 2. The hot water and dish soap hack. If the plunger is not working, or if you don't have one, try this. This method works best for clogs caused by organic matter and paper that are stuck but not fully solidified. It uses lubrication and heat to break down the bond. Get a gallon of hot water, not boiling. Boiling water can crack the porcelain of your toilet bowl. I've seen it happen. It sounds minor, but a cracked bowl means replacing the whole toilet. Hot tap water or water heated on the stove to just below boiling is perfect. Add a generous squirt of dish soap into the toilet bowl. Dish soap is a lubricant. It helps slide the clog through the pipe. Let the soap sit for a few minutes to coat the blockage. Then pour the hot water into the bowl from waist height. The height gives the water some force as it enters, helping to push the clog. Pour it steadily, don't splash. Let the bowl fill up. Now wait. This is the hard part. Do not touch it for 30 to 20 minutes. The heat softens the paper and the soap lubricates the pipe. Often you'll hear a gurgle and the water level will drop on its own. If it does, flush once to clear the rest. If the water level does not drop after 30 minutes, the clog is too dense for this method. Move to method 3. Method 3. The closet auger. Toilet snake. If plunging and soap fail, you have a serious obstruction. It is time for the closet auger. Do not use a regular drain snake. A regular snake is metal cable that can scratch and chip the porcelain of your toilet bowl. A closet auger is designed specifically for toilets. It has a plastic-coated cable and a crank handle. You can rent these from hardware stores or buy one for about $20. If you own a home, buy one. You will use it again. Insert the head of the auger into the drain hole. Crank the handle clockwise while pushing gently. You will feel resistance when you hit the clog. Keep cranking. The tip of the auger is designed to either hook onto the object and pull it out, or break it up. If you feel like you have hooked something, pull back gently while cranking. You might pull out a wad of paper or a wipe. Dispose of it in the trash, not the toilet. If you cannot hook it, keep cranking to break it apart. Once you feel the resistance give way, pull the auger out. Flush the toilet. If it drains normally, you're done. Clean your auger thoroughly with disinfectant before storing it. What not to do. I need to warn you about chemical drain cleaners. Products like Drano or Liquid Plumber are generally safe for sinks, but they are risky for toilets. Why? because if the clog does not clear, you are left with a bowl full of caustic chemicals. If you then call a plumber, they cannot work on that toilet safely. The chemicals can burn their skin and eyes. Many plumbers will refuse to work on a toilet that has been treated with chemicals until it is neutralized and flushed multiple times. This costs you more money and time. Avoid chemicals. Use mechanical force. Also, do not use a wire hanger. I see this on TikTok all the time. Uncoated metal wire scratches porcelain. Those scratches become rough spots where waste and paper catch, leading to more clogs in the future. Protect your fixture. Prevention. Keeping it clear. You have cleared the clog. Good job. Now let's make sure it does not happen again. Switch your toilet paper. Look for septic safe or rapid dissolving labels. These papers are shorter fibered and break apart faster in water. It might feel less luxurious, but it saves you from midnight plumbing emergencies. Train your household. No wipes, no paper towels, no feminine products in the toilet. Put a small trash can with a lid next to the toilet. It is inconvenient for some people, but it's cheaper than a plumber. Once a month, do a maintenance flush. Fill a bucket with water and pour it quickly into the bowl. This creates a strong surge that helps clear any minor buildup in the trap before it becomes a problem. It's a simple habit that keeps the lines flowing. If you have hard water, consider using a vinegar soak for the rim holes. Soak rags in white vinegar and tuck them under the rim where the water comes out. Leave them for an hour. This dissolves mineral deposits that restrict water flow. Better flow means better flushing power. That's how you handle a toilet drainage blockage like a professional. No panic, no damage, just logic and the right tools. Remember, the plunger is your first line of defense, but only if you use it correctly. Seal, pull, push. If that fails, lubricate with soap and heat. If that fails, snake it out. And never, ever use chemicals as a first resort. I want to hear from you. What is the biggest cleaning nightmare you have faced in your bathroom? Is it mold in the grout, a running toilet that won't stop, or maybe a shower drain that smells like rotten eggs? Drop a comment below. I read every single one, and I use your problems to decide what videos I make next. Your struggle might help someone else solve theirs. If this video saved you a plumber's bill, hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel grow, and it ensures you get the next tip before you need it. I'm releasing a video next week on how to deep clean your washing machine drum, because a dirty washer makes your clothes smell worse, not better. You do not want to miss that. I'm the Wash Lab USA. Keep it clean, keep it simple, and I'll see you in the next one.